said no damage was done to the aircraft. An eyewitness spoke to our correspondent.
Okay, so at about 1428, which is about 3:38 p.m. local time, so 1428 UTC time, the Value jet skid off the runway on the bend of the edge of runway 03 when it was leaving on landing because of course, wet surface. So it happens. But presently, the airspace has been shut down. It's not like they're not going to be working again, but they need to get the aircraft off the runway first before you can have other people fly away or land. So any aircraft coming into Port Harcourt's airspace would have to taxi, or they will have to fly to another aerodrome and land, which is another airport. And those that are presently on ground cannot leave until it is out, because aircraft is on the runway. They will need to vacate that. So presently they are on the process of trying to tow it out of the runway, and they've contracted people. So it's an ongoing process. So they have people at the airport watching and waiting. So that's the situation on ground. For now, no flights can land and nobody can take off because of the position of the aircraft.
Moving on. The chairman of MOA local government area, Chidi Lloyd, is accusing Nwamburuke Wosu, popularly known as Abioto, of being behind the recent kidnapping along the MOA axis of the east-west road. As you may know, 3 people were kidnapped last Saturday along the MOA axis of the east-west road. Speaking with the correspondent, or our correspondent, Emeka Otuka, Dr. Lloyd said Nwamburuke Wosu was among the individuals who were recently released by the Chief Judge of Rivers State during a jail delivery exercise at the Port Harcourt Correctional Center. He said his administration is working with security agencies to ensure the release of the kidnapped victims.
We are seeing another resurgence of criminality again, this time led by one Nwamburuke Wosu, also known as Abioto, from the same brother. Unfortunately, Nwamburuke Wosu was among those who were recently released by the Chief Judge of Rivers State in his well-thought-out jail delivery. Rather than turn a good leaf and join the society, Nwamburuke has now come back, that stand, and has unleashed mayhem on the public. We are doing our best. My people have swung into action. The MOA vigilante, the police, just give us some time. They will rejoin their families.
Dr. Lloyd also pledged a 2 million naira bounty for the arrest of Nwamburuke Wosu.
I want to plead with road users, those who use the east-west road, to be cautious when it is nightfall. From now, it's very unfortunate. I will leave no stone unturned in ensuring that the people are today. The government is making progress in terms of security. These elements are working hard to see how to distract us. But I can assure the public that I will be on top of the situation.
Wobodo Aliko, one of the victims of the recent kidnapping incident along the Igruta Airport Road, Ikwere local government area, says they were abducted by suspected herders. Mr. Aliko revealed this to our correspondent. Mr. Aliko also appealed to the chairman of the Ikwere local government area, Samuel Wanosike, and the security agencies to improve the security on the road, especially with the Yuletide approaching.
That fateful day of 9th of November, I was coming back from Bulletin. I bought the cables. It was around 5 to 6. So getting to close to Tiffany Hotel, about 6 of them in number came out from the bush with a rapid gunshot. So the whole vehicle, both the jeep that is in our front, everybody stopped and they started running for their dire life. So they chased me and others. At the end of the day, they got about 5 of us and took us to a unknown destination.
Another individual who narrowly escaped kidnapping last Saturday on the same road also recounted his encounter.
Around 2 p.m. on Saturday, I was coming from Igruta roundabout. On reaching to that Gulf estate between airport environment, some hoodlums came out from the bush. I suspect them to be herders. They came out from the bush and wanted to attack our bus. If for the intervention of the driver that added a little speed, by now could have been a kidnapped victim. So I'm calling on the Rivers State government and the local government chairman to do something about it so that some other persons will not fall victim.
The family of a missing 4-year-old boy, Giovanni Moses, says they are in distress since their son went missing last week Friday. The incident occurred in their Umwazu Stream Road in Igboeche, in Eche local government area of River State. His aunt, Faith Ita, in an interview with our correspondent, called on anyone with useful information about their nephew to report to the police or contact them on 0902 141 4641 or 0905 679 8076. Another resident of Eche, Temple Kerry, says there is a rise in killings and organ harvesting in Eche local government area of River State. Last week, the body of a 13-year-old girl was found in a shallow grave in the area. A suspect was arrested. Moving on. Civil servants in River State say their future or their failure to fully comply with the indefinite strike was because they were not notified early. Some of the workers spoke to correspondent Suibu Ruwari. They also spoke of the effect of the current strike on the economy.
We are participating in the strike, but the thing is that the workers are not presently in the office, so there's no lights. So most of the office work is not being carried out, paralyzed, and there's no lift carrying workers to the offices. So people are just on the ground.
We feel that because of the strike, that people are roaming around left and right, and so not on duty.
For now, I can't say anything except if the strike have really started. That is when someone can have what to say.
I think the strike is necessary if they maintain their ground, because the way things are going, things are so difficult. But so far, NSC has actually disappointed us. They've not lived up to their expectation. But for now, I think it's skeletal. But the strike happens to hold, to have ripple effects on the economy.
The chairman of the Nigerian Union of Civil Servants in the state, Chuks Osuma, said the workers' compliance level with the strike will improve from tomorrow. We go for a quick commercial break, but still to come, police IG orders investigation of violence during off-cycle elections. To stay tuned. Welcome back now to the rest of the newscast. Data from one of the teaching hospitals in Rivers State shows that a monthly average of 50 patients from outpatient clinics are newly diagnosed with diabetes every month. Rivers State Commissioner for Health, Daisy Ore, made this known in an interview as the World Marks Diabetes Day. The theme for this year's World Diabetes Day is access to diabetes care. The General of Police Kayode Betoku has ordered immediate investigations into incidents that occurred during the just concluded off-cycle elections in Bayelsa, Imo and Kogi. On the foreign scene now.
And now, we bring you news from around the world.
On the foreign scene, a mass grave is being dug at the Al-Shifa Hospital in Gaza City. A witness says he saw 30 bodies buried there, but the director of the hospital says the total is 179 bodies. On the news this evening, you heard aircrafts kicked off runway at the Port Harcourt airport today. And on the foreign scene, mass graves have been uncovered at Gaza's Al-Shifa Hospital. The news was edited by Onyeka Chinwosu. To reach the news team, send an SMS or WhatsApp to 0808 721 7215. I am Kada Kurubatobo. Good evening.